Morning, everybody. TGI Friday, May 27th, 2022. In 1933, FDR, a terrible, terrible president, in the midst of the Great Depression, gave an inaugural address stating, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself." Fear is a hella good method of moving large opinions, minds, groups, stuff like that. Sheep are herded by sheepdogs and shepherds out of fear of getting bit by the dog or spanked with the shepherd stick from the shepherd. Fear of the unknown is not a way to live. As we age, we gather a sense of mortality, and some develop a pathological fear of death. Some develop a sense of calming, things of that nature. Nobody gets out of this world alive. Death is the end game to life. Living in fear is not living. We spent 2 years, or let's just say a large portion of America just spent 2 years living in fear of a germ. America lived in fear during the Cold War of a Russian nuclear explosion to wipe out our population. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. A life lived in fear is not a life lived. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I am a part of a number of lawful gun organizations who preach self-defense, self-reliance. Don't depend on another person for your safety. Take responsibility for your own safety. Why do they call cops first responders? Because 95% of the time, a cop is not going to be on premises during a active crime that would need the involvement of a cop. Criminals do not pick their targets randomly. They stake out locations. They find soft targets. They want to go in and out with as little danger to themselves as possible. Crisis actors, guys. I'm sure you've recognized that anytime an event happens in America that has the opportunity to forward a narrative, paid crisis actors show up within hours to cry, to wail, to gnash teeth, to forward a narrative all over TV. To push a narrative. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this weekend in Houston, Texas, my hometown, the annual NRA convention is happening today through Sunday. Several of the scheduled speakers, political speakers, not, as well as a couple of celebrities, have canceled, presumably because of the Uvalde shooting. Now, in good taste, the maker of the weapon that was presumably used in the Uvalde shooting has dropped out of the convention. Their table has been pulled, and they are not going to be there. And in good taste, I think that is a good thing. But, had they not have decided to do that, I would have actually applauded them in their bravery that, literally that product was presumably used to do heinous things, but it's not the manufacturer that did it. That weapon, left to its own accord, sitting in the corner of a room, would have done absolutely nothing other than sit there, collect dust and rust. It would have harmed nobody. The heart of the person is what killed all of those people. I personally will be in attendance of the NRA convention. I will be going in an NRA shirt. I will be packing heat. I will be packing with a round in the tube. And I will be open carrying. Why do you ask? Because I take responsibility for my own defense. I will not wait for a popo to come save me, or presumably save me. The popo can come and save the guy who attacked me. Ladies and gentlemen, fear of bad press, fear of doxing, fear of all of these slings and arrows that the woke SJWs bring to the game keeps the honest and the forthright underground. We don't want to fight, but we will, to save our family, to save ourselves, to save the innocent. Ladies and gentlemen, Revelation states that when the end times comes, good will be bad and bad will be good. The church, Christianity, believing in God, having good manners, talking to your neighbors, being good neighbors, is bad. You have to be in fear of your neighbors, in fear of those that are different than you or not in your family. killing babies is sanctimonious to the point where it's almost worshipped. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bible speaks throughout the Old Testament of Baal worshiping. When people's eyes fell from God, Baal worshiping became the dominant religion. And what was Baal worshiping? Baal worshiping was killing babies to a god. We have simply changed the altar that kills the babies from a cave somewhere in the Middle East to clean, sterile office buildings with comfortable beds that you can get in, that, with anesthetics that, make it to where it doesn't hurt. At least not you. In Baal worshiping, they didn't let the child become born. Well, in Baal worshiping, they did let the child be born. The child was birthed, and then it was sacrificed on the altar. We don't even let the baby be born. We kill it days, weeks, months after conception. Its organs are harvested. Its tissues are harvested. Ladies and gentlemen, did you know the human body creates amazing antibodies to protect the baby from even diseases? If you get a cold, the flu, or something like that while you're pregnant, your baby won't get sick because there are amazing safeguards for that baby. Your body protects the baby. But you know what? People's minds are killing the babies for vanity, for convenience. You don't want to raise the baby. You don't want to be saddled for 18 to 20 years with a child. No. You want to live. You want to still go party. You want to drink till midnight and 2 in the morning and wander home and get, naked with strange people. Because that's fun. Kill your baby. Let us kill your baby for you. Let us take that burden off of you. How do you think they actually convinced women of the Old Testament to kill babies that they had already birthed? They had carried those children for 9 months in their bodies, birthed those children, and then killed them. One of the things with Planned Parenthood, one of their policies is that they separate the mom from the lower half. They put a curtain up. They do not want that mom to see the baby come out. In adoptions, in which mothers are going to put their babies up to adoption at time of birth, they put a curtain up to separate the mom from the baby so that the mom does not imprint on that baby and fall in love with it immediately. A lot of you possibly have heard mothers, my wife included. My wife went through 24 hours of some pretty extreme labor. And you have women who go through all this, and the first thing they do whenever they see their baby is they forget all the pain. They forget the inconveniences of the last few moments that brought this child into being. How is it that a woman can go from 24 hours of excruciating labor to within several months wanting to do it again? It's love, guys. Fear is a very powerful thing, guys. But there is that quote that love is the most powerful thing that we are given. We have forgotten as a nation how to love. We are now obsessed with lust. Love is inconvenient. Lust is self-satisfying, immediate gratification, and then move on to the next. Let's go, Brandon.